congratulations on being elected as the club's 46th club president. How's it feel?
Thanks, Jared. To be the club's 46th president is a humbling experience, and I was absolutely honoured to accept the role. And in many ways, it feels like I've come full circle from being a young boy here at the club to watching the games, to being a young man playing for the club, and then finally to assuming the role of the leader of the club as the president.
So you've been on the board previously, obviously, and you played 81 games between 2000 and 2004 for the club. What does it mean to you as well, being a local guy who lives in Williamstown?
That's a great question, Jared, because the club means the world to me, and to answer that and give it justice, probably need to give you a bit of context. So my family grew up in the western suburbs here in Melbourne, and about the age of 10 we moved to Williamstown and we set down roots here. And being a football mad family, we used to come and watch Williamstown play every home game. And I remember very, very clearly hanging over the boundary line, banging on the fence and watching my idols run around, be that Tony Pastore or Danny Del Rey, Sadi Ghazi, and kicking the footy on the ground at half time and sneaking into the rooms after a match to listen to the boys sing the team song. So, having that background, and then from a personal perspective playing football for Williamstown Juniors, coming through the ranks and playing for the Western Jets, and then being lucky enough to secure a spot on Williamstown's VFL list, it means a lot. And playing between the ages of 18 and 22, I really grew up within the four walls of this football club, and it taught me a lot of my key life core values, which is something I still carry through to this day. In addition to that, I was lucky enough to meet my wife here at the football club and my two best friends. So when we talk about what the football club means to me, I owe the football club everything and it owes me nothing. So to assume the role as the president of the club is just a small way in which I can give back to an organisation that's given me a hell of a lot.
And you have over 15 years of investment management experience. Is that perhaps a skill that you will bring to the table during your tenure?
Definitely. I've worked at JB Weir for 15 years, and I created a niche business at JB Weir providing advice to for-purpose organisations in the areas of investment governance, investment strategy and philanthropic advice. So all those skills are absolutely attributable to the role here as president of the club. However, it's not just those skills I bring to the table. As I mentioned earlier, being a local resident, I have a really strong connection to the local community, and raising my family here and living just around the corner, I bring a passion and connectivity to the role, in addition to my footballing experience having played at the club as well.
2020 is obviously going to be a really exciting year for everyone involved at the club, both programs enduring pre-season at the moment. Games are just around the corner. What are your aims and what do you hope to see in 2020 and beyond?
So the first easy answer to that question is we're hoping for footballing success for both our men's and women's programs in the form of premierships. Ultimately, that's what we're here to do. And there'll be many accolades that come along with achieving those goals, which include players being drafted and making teams of the year and all those successes. However, the club and what I'd like to really promote, not just this year but beyond, is a deeper connection with our community, so that people can experience what I and many people have before me have experienced at the club. And I'd like the broader community to understand that the Williamstown Football Club is not just about football. So whether you be a footballer in the form of a man or woman coming down here to hone your craft and learn life values like I did, to being a member who comes to each of our games and builds their networks, which is great for their health and well-being. It's a real fabric of our community here, to a family who can bring their kids down, kick the football at half time, can play in the kids' activity zone, or whether you be a member or a sponsor that wants to attend our President's Luncheons and Dinners and promote business in the local community. So our football club is really based on inclusiveness, and I'd like to encourage all of our members and sponsors to invest in the club, be part of what we've got to offer, and enjoy what's ahead for season 2020 and beyond.
good luck with your role, Clint. We appreciate your time. See you in 2020.
Thank you, Jared.